Good morning. My name is Ben Chandler. I'm chairman of the Kentucky State Board of Elections. It is July 7th, 2022, 10 a.m. And this is a specially called meeting of the State Board of Elections. I'd like to now call the meeting to order, and I would like the members, please, who are on this call to introduce themselves. And I'll start as I see them on the screen. Dwight Sears.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Chairman. Dwight Sears, member, Pulaski County.
Sherry Whitehouse.
Good morning, Sherry Whitehouse, member, Bullitt County.
Lynn Lane.
Good morning, Lynn Lane, member of retired county clerk from Ballard County.
James Lewis.
James Lewis, retired county clerk, Leslie County.
Deanna Brangers.
Deanna Brangers, member, Jefferson County.
And Michael Adams.
Good morning, Michael Adams, Secretary of State, non-voting member.
Very good. We have some minutes from the June 6th, 2022 meeting. I'd like to accept a motion to approve those minutes unless there are any changes that anybody wants to make.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by member Lewis, second by member Lane. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All right, our next item on the agenda is reimbursement under the Memorandum of Agreement for Election Security. Karen, you want to take this?
Just, quickly, we have two more counties that have submitted their documentation for reimbursement of voting equipment. That would be Monroe County. They have 12 precincts. They've requested $30,000 in reimbursement, and they are eligible for 30. Owen County also is 12 precincts, requested 30,000. They are eligible for 30,000 as well. And of course, this is reimbursement from the State Board of Elections Security Fund to the counties for reimbursement. And I present those two today for approval.
All right, do we have a motion to approve?
Motion
So
approved.
moved.
Oh, let's see. I think that was a motion by member Sears and a second by member Lewis. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And I want to also mention and apologize to the staff. I failed to introduce everybody. That was Karen Sellers, our executive director, who just gave us that little report. And we've also got on the call Richard House, the assistant state director. We've got Taylor Brown, our lawyer, who's been quite busy lately. We've got Rachel Pointer, who is in charge of the money at the State Board of Elections. And we've got Sheila Walker, secretary of the board. With that, I'll go to the next item, and that is the 2024 2022-24 biennium budget. We're going to, I guess, notwithstand in order to set rates for the expenses for precincts with voting machines. Would you like to take that one also, Karen?
I'm going to defer this to Rachel. There is a memo with your packet, and she will review that.
All right, Rachel, could you please explain this?
Sure. Good morning. So on that memo, every year we set the rates for the fiscal year. So this will be setting the rates for fiscal year 23. We send that memo to the Office of the State Budget Director and to LRC so that they can have an official copy of that. And that's what we're doing today. The memo in your packet is a sample memo since we weren't sure of the date until recently. The board packet had already went out. So we will change that date to today's date. The per precinct reimbursement last year was $255 per precinct. That will stay the same. This per the allotment given to us by the General Assembly, that will stay the same this year. The last year it was 25 cents per new registered voter. For the allotment of this year, that will stay the same as well. The only thing that will change Last year, we had the maximum of 50 cents per registered voter. This year, because of the increase in registered voters, because of the presidential election cycle, we increased the amount of voters. So that will take the rate down to 48 cents per registered voter.
All right. Does anybody have any questions about this?
Chairman Chandler.
Yes, Member Lewis.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to see the board work with the county clerks and the legislature to more adequately fund the election process at the county level, both with precinct reimbursement rate and more money for the county clerk's offices because of their increased role in the election process after recent law changes. But, saying
Well,
that, it
Mr.
just
Chairman?
something that
yes,
needs to be done.
Member
I feel-
Lane.
I feel the very same way. James just beat me to it.
Well-
It's been it's been that amount for a long time, Chairman.
Well,
If
how
there's any
much?
way that could be increased, that would
Member-
greatly help. the
For
county.
anybody who's watching this, Member Lewis and Member Lane have been county clerks for a significant period of time. How many years between you two?
Let's see, I had 33. Lynn, how
I
many
had
you have?
41.
Okay.
So we got 74 years of experience in the county clerk's office, which is quite remarkable right there. That's even older than I am, and I'm getting up there. And anyway, that's the voice of experience talking, and we've had these conversations many times with this board, and this has been an ongoing concern that county clerk's offices are underpaid, understaffed, and underfunded, and have been for as long as anybody can remember. So it just is maybe getting worse. I guess that's what Member Lewis may be suggesting, is that with even increased responsibilities, it's getting worse. So thank you for bringing that up, James. Of course, there's nothing we can do about it today because the legislature has to make an appropriation in order to deal with it. And I think everybody here is probably in accord with trying to get the funding boosted sufficiently, and is ready and willing to work with the legislature and certainly with all the county clerks, because I would imagine there's not much dissent amongst them either.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have any comment on this item, on the setting of the rates?
Just real quickly, Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
It wasn't that long ago that I was on this board in a different capacity. And I recall you and I and the other members, we had to vote to not withstand a statute and pass along an even lower amount to the county clerks than was in the statute. And the statutory rate was set in the early 80s and has not been adjusted for inflation. So I think we've made progress in that. Now we don't have to do that. We at least can pass through what's in the statute. But I think it's time for us to update that statute and have that rate reflect at least the inflation adjusted price from 40 years ago, and arguably a lot more than that, considering how much we've expanded the responsibilities of the clerks with more election days and so forth. So that might be something that we should put into a bill that we work out with the county clerks for the next session.
I think that'd be a great thing.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. And it's, that's just illustrates, I think, just how bad it is. We're actually paying less than was paid in 1984. And that's just, that doesn't take into account inflation or anything else. It's just really an unfortunate situation. And the county clerks have to get a whole lot of credit for soldiering through all of this and getting it done on a shoestring, and getting it done beautifully, I might add. All right. Do we have a motion to approve these rates?
So moved.
Motion by Member Lewis, a second. Second by Member Lane. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All right, as the members and staff know, we have had a flurry of litigation after the last election of people trying to overturn the election, or it would appear that they're at least trying to I don't know, something along those lines. It's actually hard to really understand what they are doing, but we're going to go into executive session now to talk about the litigation. That, of course, is allowed under KRS 61810 paren 1 paren C. And so if I can receive a motion to go into executive session, that'd be great. And we will be coming back out of that to confirm our next meeting.
So moved.
Motion by member Lewis. To have a second?
Second.
Second. Okay,
Second
go
by
ahead,
member Sears, I think I heard first. And do all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Dwight.
And we're going into executive session, and we will be back shortly.